Facebook groups can help build a community around your business, but they can also take on a life of their own or completely fizzle out if you're not careful. Today we're talking about how to keep your Facebook group active and engaged. There are 4 amazing ways to boost engagement, no matter the size or the age of your Facebook group, which we're gonna get into first. And in addition to keeping your audience engaged with the posts that you make to the group, you also want to encourage them to build a community between group members. I'm giving you 3 simple tips to help you build your dream Facebook community later on in the video. And I also want to give you my #1 key to sustainable engagement long-term so that you never have to worry about dropping the ball in your Facebook group. Let's jump in. You're clearly here because you want to know how to keep your group active and engaged. So I'm going to give you my 4 best ways to boost engagement. The first one is asking questions, and not just yes or no answers. We want to get open-ended answers, things that people can give their opinions, their advice, their experience. And just so you know, this might get a little bit heated, or this might create some emotion or excitement in the group, which is a good thing. That's exactly what you want with this engagement. So make sure that you're asking questions that are open-ended, that can get people giving long answers and sharing their opinions. And speaking of opinions, the second way to boost engagement in your group is by conducting polls. I don't know about you, but anytime I see a poll, if it's like, which one do you like, this one or this one, or gives me a few different options, I can't help it. I have to pick, I have to show my opinion and pick one. So create polls relative to the topic of your group or of your content. So for example, maybe in my group that's all about marketing, I could say, hey, what's your favorite media platform? And I give them different options of different platforms. So that way people can give their opinions, they can click on their answer, and they can also still comment and create some communication, some engagement in the comments. You can also have something like, hey, I'm gonna do a training in the Facebook group next week. What topic do you want me to speak to? And you give them some options. This is really cool because then it gives the audience their say on what kind of content they want to see. And then you know when you create that content that it's what they've been asking for. Which leads me into my 3rd point, which is to have exclusive content just for your Facebook group so that people can't see it anywhere else. This is what's going to drive traffic and engagement to the group. If you have the same content being posted to Instagram and Pinterest and LinkedIn, they'll think, well, I can just see it over there whenever I'm leisurely scrolling through another platform. But if you have content that is specific to your Facebook group, it's exclusive, it's VIP content that you can only get here, it's gonna make people want to take notice and pay more attention. So you can have value posts in there or content that's sharing exclusive experience and knowledge, or teasers that gets people to pay attention to your next campaign or what you're putting out. For example, maybe new swag or a new launch. This is a great way to keep people engaged. And then number 4 is gamification. I love gamifying anything I can. It creates that healthy competition among your community, and it's really great for people who are achievement oriented. So maybe you have some sort of like contest in your Facebook group, or maybe you have a challenge where people can take action and earn badges or have their name on a leaderboard. For example, I have a program called the VIP Code where we have a curriculum and we have a pathway for them to achieve the outcome that we're teaching. We're teaching them how to create an evergreen lead generation machine, how to monetize their YouTube channel. And in the VIP Code, we have actions that they can take every week. And when they take those actions, we actually send them physical prizes. We send them pins, we send them t-shirts, and then we also celebrate them by putting their name on the VIP list. Now, this is really cool because if you're in a group and your peers or your friends are being celebrated on a list or on a leaderboard, you probably want to have your name up there too. So it creates this engagement, some healthy competition, and also some FOMO because they don't want to get left behind, so they're going to take action. Now that I've shared with you some ways that you can boost engagement, now I want to share with you 3 tips for building the community, because people will come for the content, but stay for the community. So my first tip is to encourage members to share their own content related to the group. Make them feel comfortable and empowered to post content and ask questions or share their takeaways. Encourage them to post their badges or their milestones if you're gamifying something, especially if the group is part of a paid membership. You want to encourage them to be posting and creating content or encouragement or asking for support from the other members in the group. You can also give them suggestions for what they can post. You can ask them to post photos. You can ask them to post testimonial videos or text posts. Ask them to share maybe behind the scenes of what they're doing at work that day. One of the posts that we like to do pretty regularly that you can totally steal for your own Facebook group is we'll say, hey, show us where you're working right now. And I'll post a picture of my work situation. So it'd be funny, I could actually post a selfie right now of me filming and say, this is what I'm doing today. Let's see what your work is up to. And then people will post post their pictures wherever they're at. They'll have their kids in the background, maybe they're out at a coffee shop, and it's just cool to show everyone's different work situation. Second tip for building community is to have group topics. So this encourages people to ask questions when a topic is created around that question. So for example, inside of my VIP code group, we might be talking about filming, and maybe now we start talking about, well, what kind of camera or phone or what do you film on? And then we get everyone's opinions or their experience with, I film on my iPhone, I film on a Sony, I film on a Canon. And that way it creates this conversation that all stemmed from a question. And the third tip to create community is to go live in the Facebook group. Inside of my Facebook groups, I love going live with either a pre-planned training where I announce, hey, I'm gonna be going live and talking about this topic, so be sure to tune in. I give them some sort of a hook for like, hey, we're gonna talk about this, so make sure you're there live. Or I'll also do Q&As in my Facebook group regularly. I love doing this because we'll give them a post, a thread where they can post their questions ahead of time, and then I'll go live answering all those questions, and then people who are attending live can ask more questions in the chat, and we can be going back and forth on a Facebook Live. That's a great way to keep your community engaged and create conversation around the community. Now, before we get into the number one key to sustainable engagement, I don't want you to have a Facebook group that just like fizzles out after time. If you want more content like this hitting your YouTube subscription feed every week, go ahead and click that red subscribe button below. The key to sustainable engagement, you ready for it? Find the sweet spot in frequency of posts. When you post too often, people can mute you or unfollow. And it's okay to be somewhat repetitive. People are joining your group at all different times and stages, and it's not like every single person sees every single post. There's gonna be a theme in your content that should be repetitive because repetition creates truth. Now, it's more about having content that's engaging and, you know, has some spice or some flavor to it that shows off your unique personality. You want to give people what they want. If there's a topic or a concept that they like best, lean into it and do so by showing your unique personality and creating opportunities for the audience to engage with yourself and with each other. Having an engaged Facebook group is going to be incredible for generating quality leads, which can turn into quality customers. And I'm all about helping you create high ticket sales. If you're looking for more strategies to explode your monthly revenue and effortlessly ascend even brand new audience members into your high ticket offers, click the link below in the description. I'm giving you my free infinite cash flow blueprint.